Knowledge and wisdom, I would say that I have only found around 10.
Recibimos este mismo sol.
We are receiving the same sun rays.
Tomamos esta misma agua.
We are drinking the very same water.
Y nacemos en el vientre de esta madre tierra.
And we come to lie in the womb of this Mother Earth.
Y todo lo que tenemos,
and so everything that we have
es natural.
Is natural.
The great mystery brings us together today, and it is important for us to remember our divine connection to all life. All life is so important because in our way we say what we call Ganyahanya, which is a thanksgiving prayer. And in this thanksgiving prayer, we honor every living thing.
The name that I have been given is Deyunyunyakwa Ujista. That is my real name. It is of the Mohawk language, and we are part of the Six Nations of the Iroquois Confederacy people, or people of the Longhouse. And that was the name that they were given, was people. And they chose to govern their people by peace. And that is why I come today, is to look for ways that we may come together in a more harmonious way for the coming phases. And that is the purpose and the mission of my traveling here today.
And so it is with this blessing that I come, and I find that this is a miracle that has happened. And I am grateful and honored to be a part. I say Nyawa, thank you in my way. And Onege Wahi, peace be with you all.
We are the prophecy. We cannot give our back to the gifts the Great Spirit put on this earth. Sacred medicine. I am a carrier of this plant called peyote. I happily could give my life for this medicine, because this is the heart of the Great Spirit put on this earth for all of us.
My name is Aurelio Diaz Tepancali. First, I had to become medicine, so I can become a medicine person. One time, they tell me, my elders, we will show you what is to be not under the influence, under the power of medicine. Because only when you are power, unite with the medicine, then everything can be possible. You can see miracles happen, but you have to put away all those limitations you had. You have to disappear this physical mind you had of your body. So like that, we're going to feed you this medicine. So they feed me this medicine until I was eating there so much medicine a whole night, a whole day, and I say to them, you know, I full. I cannot eat no more. I had eat so much that I here to my neck, you know, of medicine. And somebody or then they look at me and they say, how are you full? I say, well, up to here. Say, no, you still have this other space on top of your head. Did you see the fire? I say, yes. Did you think that you are the fire? Yes, I am the fire. I can see all of myself full in fire. Okay, did you are a peyote? Yes, I am a peyote. They just would say it and I could see it. So, well, we'll give you all of the instructions. And all of them talk to me at the same time. And I understand everybody at the same time. 7 people. 7 elders. They was telling me everything that I need to know. And I was listening to all of them at the same time, very clearly. Then they didn't ask me, they just was looking at me and they say, I think I will never could be full of this medicine. You say that? Yes, I say that. And then they say, you are full now. You are okay. You are the medicine. And that's how I received a blessing to do this.
Наша группа приехала в составе 3 человек из Республики Тува, центр Азии, город Кызыл, столица Республики Тува.
Our group came from the center of the Asia, the Republic of Tuva.
Я наследственный шаман.
My father was a shaman, my grandfather was a shaman too. So it's a gift of my ancestors. When I was born, it was in March 1947, and it took place on the big mountain. And my grandfather was near me, and he put his hand on my head, and so you can see the marks of his fingers there.
После 1920 года по партийной идеологии мы очень много потеряли про шаманизм.
At the time of the socialist ideology, we lost very many things from shamanism because shamanic people were persecuted.
Tengo un título de Tlacaelel.
My title is Tlacaelel.
Cuando llegaron los europeos.
When the Europeans arrived,
hace un poquito más de 500 años.
A little more than 500 years ago.
La evolución que estaban logrando nuestros pueblos autóctonos.
The evolution that our self-governing people were carrying out
se detuvo.
Was stopped.
Fueron muy crueles con nuestros antepasados.
They were very cruel with our forefathers.
Para imponernos su religión.
They imposed upon us their religion.
Y su religión nos enseñaba.
And the religion that they taught us.
Que todo lo que había sido nuestro.
Was that all that had been ours.
Era de cosas de salvajes.
Were things that belonged to savages.
De ignorantes.
And ignorance.
Y que adorábamos al demonio.
And that we worshipped the devil.
Y que ellos nos llevaban su religión.
And that they brought us their religion.
Que nos iba a salvar.
And they were going to save us.
Pero para eso tenemos que ser buenos cristianos.
And that for this we must be good Christians.
Tenemos que ser mansos.
We
obedientes.
Must be obedient.
Humildes.
Humble.
Y aceptar.
And accept.
La superioridad.
The superiority.
De nuestros amos.
Of our leaders.
Pero siempre hubo resistencias.
But there was always resistance.
We are still struggling for our land to get back. The government's treating us like a dog. Real hard. Government want to bring us back. Follow them. Yeah, follow them, but we don't want that law. We want to stay on law.
Dabo Huno Huna.
I am Dabo Huno Huna. I am the supreme chief of Vodou. The Vodou in all Benin and in all the world. If there is a creation of the earth, Vodou has been created at that moment. We have, with all this tradition, the peace with the earth and with the people, but after they have become different religion, and they say bad thing about it. Vodou has always done good, and it's for tradition, all the people who ask for Vodou has always prayed Vodou, and it has always given them satisfaction.
So I have had the privilege of choosing the African delegations, and I just want to tell you why I chose the Rendile and the Benin. The Rendile, because all the neighbors and the Horn of Africa say that they have received the staff of God.
The Rendile tribe are nomads from the Horn of Africa. Lately, during the droughts, they've been having trouble with some of their agrarian neighbors, and a few of their people have been murdered. It's been a profoundly disturbing time.
And
when she came to us, she came to us and told us that all the people of the world are meeting. And when they are meeting to pray for peace of the world. So might be it's a new plan that God has for all of us, for the whole world. So it might be a new start for us, I decided.
Back home in Seattle, Washington, I have about 30 prayer circles that are praying for all of us to come together, to be as one, because we have been praying for peace for many years. And this is like a dream come true to be able to be here. I have learned many of the indigenous ways, and our similarities are more than our differences. So I encourage our people to dwell on our similarities so that we can make this world a better place for our people. And by our people, I don't mean just Tlingit. I mean all of mankind.
The gathering is taking place on a flat field where once stood a Christian chapel. Until the Dharma Center purchased the location, it was a Carthusian monastery for hundreds of years. Many centuries before that, according to local legend, it was an ancient Celtic ritual site. The Dalai Lama has been asked to begin the rituals with a Tibetan ceremony of purification. Underneath the hearth, where the ritual fires will burn, he places a treasure vase, a ritual object that is supposed to restore vitality to the elements that have been misused.